Hello, Cyber Warriors. You are in this fight whether you like it or not. This is Cyber War News Now, reporting the news on the cyber war that is happening now. After this, head on over to my YouTube channel for more videos from the cyber war. While you are there, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss upcoming news. If you like what you see, don't like what you see, or want to discuss it, leave a like, dislike, or a comment on this video. After a former student killed 17 people at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School last year, Florida public school children are being watched more closely. Police in Miami-Dade and Broward counties now have real-time access to thousands of surveillance cameras in schools. Miami-Dade's fleet of nearly 1,100 school buses is outfitted with GPS tracking devices. An app created by the state in the wake of Parkland lets people throughout Florida anonymously report tips about possible threats to campuses. And in August, the Florida Department of Education launched a new database with information about students, like their discipline and mental health care records. One component of the Florida School Safety Portal is an online monitoring tool that scans social media for students' posts, including words like gun or bomb. The portal was a recommendation from the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Commission, a group created to investigate the shooting and recommend policy changes that could prevent similar massacres in the future. But while civil rights groups, advocates for students with disabilities, and some parents are concerned the database could jeopardize student privacy or lead to discrimination, commission members think it doesn't go far enough to keep schools safe. The commission's hope was to help teachers, mental health care providers, police officers, and others who assess potential threats to schools get all the information they need about students in one place. Unfortunately, the law enforcement information is only from the state and does not include local agencies. Records about instances when students are referred to emergency psychiatric care, sometimes involuntarily under the State Baker Act, are only viewable by a limited number of people with the permissions under privacy laws to see them. What was being envisioned is to eliminate those silos and to try and create something where there could be this one-stop shopping, the commission said. Emergency psychiatric care is protected by HIPAA, a privacy law, but the commission does not care. They want access to all medical records so they can have their surveillance state. Do it for the children. You don't hate children, do you? The commission members' take is in stark contrast to some of the public backlash to the portal. We are deeply concerned that the program will be used to label students as threats based on data that has no documented link to violent behavior, such as data on disabilities or those seeking mental health care, wrote a coalition of 33 civil rights, privacy, and disability advocacy organizations in a July 9th letter to Governor Ron DeSantis. They included the national and state chapters of the American Civil Liberties Union, an arm of the Southern Poverty Law Center, and the Florida League of Women Voters. A spokeswoman for the Department of Education said the data is not stored in the portal. It may be viewed by people with access to the portal, but it may not be downloaded or shared. Yet. I am sure this will just be an added feature in the next version of this database. The portal is a tool to evaluate the seriousness of reported or identified threats and to assist in getting professional help when necessary, according to the department's Deputy Director of Communications. The portal has internal and external controls to protect the information. Even so, the portal is causing a lot of anxiety among parents. They worry even a misunderstanding involving their kids could show up in the database and lead to serious consequences. And 3, 2, 1, a misunderstanding with serious consequences has occurred. This misunderstanding involved a Miami-Dade County high school student named Eric. Last month, Eric had a couple of his buddies over and they were playing with plastic pellet guns in his room. At one point, Eric sat down in his desk chair, holding an airsoft rifle designed to look like an AR-15. Eric's dumb buddy took a picture of him holding the toy gun on the arm of his chair, pointing it towards the ceiling. In the image, Eric is looking at the camera. Now, unbeknownst to Eric, his dumb buddy shared the photo on Snapchat with the caption, "Don't come to school on Monday." Several days later, he said 2 police officers and his principal pulled him out of science class to question him. Eric was suspended for 10 days. His parents fought it, explaining that he didn't take the picture, he didn't caption the picture, and he didn't send it to anyone. Ultimately, he was moved from the A-rated magnet school he attended with his sister to a different school with a C grade. He is now a high school sophomore. His parents want to transfer him somewhere else, but they worry about his record now. It says Eric disturbed a school campus with a weapon, which is far from what actually happened. 1984, Minority Report. There are plenty of Hollywood examples where future crime is prosecuted as present crime. The privacy implications are horrendous. These parents are right to be scared for their children. The Marjorie Stoneman Douglas mass shooter had plenty of warning signs without this mass surveillance system in place. We are getting to a time where we are guilty until proven innocent, with judgment from the public before any facts are even revealed. Correction, we are already there. Remember back when you had privacy? I don't. In a war we cannot see, knowledge is your only defense. Don't forget to visit my YouTube channel where you can subscribe, share, like, and comment on all the videos from Cyber War News Now. And we will see you next time.